My name is the Voice. Oh, for those watching for the first time, I'm from Kenya, Nairobi, the capital of Africa, of course. And today, I'm in Westlands. This is one of the roads that I hate the most. I'll tell you later on what it's so. But, you know, today there is something that is disturbing me so much. Yeah? And this is what is happening right now in the country, Kenya, for the first time. For those who don't know Kenya, Kenya is in East Africa. When I say East Africa, you know, Kenya is the biggest economy in East Africa. But right now, there is something that is happening that is not good, man. There's demonstration, inflation, high cost of living, unemployment, fuel prices going up every day. So there's so many dynamics that, you know, of course, when things like this happen, actually they contribute for something like this happen. Maybe the international market, maybe the, you know, stock markets, that is. We are talking about, you know, export and import is not working well for the country. These are some of the things that affect, you know, and we have this escalation. But at the same time, the government, you know, has got the responsibility to try as much as possible to solve these things that are happening, you know. That's what I'm trying to say. But so far, everybody's denying the responsibility of ensuring that the country's economy stabilizes and things become well. So there's this part of opposition and this part of government. So the clash right now happening in the country, man, it's crazy. Maybe it don't make sense. Maybe it'll make sense later on. But one thing I can tell people is that don't allow, or if you want to understand what violence means, ask Rwanda, ask Somalia. Those are our closest neighbors. Even let's not go to Congo. I know Congo is not very far, but ask those two countries the meaning of violence. Ask those two countries, man. You can imagine, like in Rwanda, genocide in 1994 is not like a lot of years back. Actually, it's close to, that is 28 years back. That is not a lot of years in history, actually. 800,000 people dead. Imagine. Genocide. Those, let me give you an example for Kenyans so that you understand. You know, Nairobi only has got 2.5 million registered voters, but 650,000 are the people who voted. So imagine those people who voted, those lines, long lines that you're seeing in Nairobi, all those people are dead now. Try to put that in perspective. Then add another 200,000 people on top of that. Dead, bloodshed. Try and think about that. So if you don't understand what violence means, if you don't understand what violence means, ask Rwanda. Sometimes I see people saying, you know, Rwandese are gentle people. They don't want, you know, a lot of things. You know, they're just humble guys. Those people actually do understand, you know, what violence means. When you see someone quiet, that can be able to communicate to you what is going on in his head or what he has experienced. They know what violence means. Don't see them quiet like that. They know the repercussions of violence. And you know, the funny thing I saw on just the other day, one of the members of parliament was just saying that, you know, it is okay to, you know, attack a former president's property, you know, and take back the property. Personally, for me, I don't know how that property was acquired, you know, I don't know, just to be sincere. But the fact that this is the former head of state, you go into his farm and steal goats and sheep, steal and burn the houses, drink the milk, that's crazy enough. And the police did not act. Imagine, the police did not act. Like, that's how serious it is. In Kenya, Africa, we are talking about 2023. Man, this one, it doesn't matter if you are in opposition or in government. Just know If you're a common citizen, if this thing can happen to someone of that caliber, what about you? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Okay, I'll give you another example. Okay, if you guys really want violence, ask Somalia. When you see the Somalis, working so hard every day, when you see them working so hard every day, because there is something they have learned, because they know very well what are repercussions of violence. Am I making sense? When you see them in every country in the world that you go, spread all over, they know the repercussions of violence. Ask the Somalis. I need the Somalis watching this. Comment in the comment section. You know what happened in the 90s? You know what the US did to Somalia? And you know the kind of energy and effort they're putting right now to rebuild the country. That is crazy, man. Okay. Maybe I'm not making sense. Maybe it'll make sense in the future. But right now, everybody is political mood or tribal mood. But that is wrong. It doesn't matter if you're in the opposition or in government. That's just crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ask the neighboring countries who have experienced violence. They'll tell you. This is not good. Take for example, like, even I'm not supposed to talk about these topics right now. I'm not supposed. I do travel vlogs. Like, if you watch my vlogs, it's all about traveling, going to Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania. I'm supposed to go to the next country, all over, because my dream is to visit all countries in the world. But when something like this happens in my home country, I must talk about. I must talk about. So this road, I don't like this road simply because, in the beginning of the video, I said I don't like this road because when I used to look for employment or a job, I used to pass here a lot, and I hate this road like crazy. You know what I'm talking about? This road, and there's another one from, if you're from Nairobi, there is a road called from Yaya to Kawangware to Dhiru. I hate those roads. I used to tarmac there. I used to walk literally like for 4 hours, man. So these restaurants here is most of the time you see most Kenyan celebrities, Bavaria Gardens restaurants, most celebrities, especially from this radio station here, Kiss 100, Classic 105, it's in this building, Radio Jumbo, East FM, what other radio? You can tell me in the comment section. Kiss Radio, Kiss. Is Kiss TV still there? I think it was closed. So it's almost evening. That's why you're seeing traffic here in Nairobi, Kenya. So it's evening. So I was saying this. Before Somalis said, man, let's come together. Let's rebuild our country. They are our closest neighbor, even more than Rwandese. They're just our neighbors. From northern Kenya, you go to, to Somalia via Mandera, or if there is other border you can use. So they are the best people who can tell us, what violence or what skirmishes can lead us to. I was just watching the other day. This is Wayaki Way, and over there is the expressway. I'll show you. So I was just watching the other day the deputy president uttering some words, and I was just, is this a leader, a national figure who is supposed to represent or symbolize the unity of a country? Unity, that is. Hey man, you guys don't know. Maybe I'm not making sense. Maybe it'll make sense in the future. But if you come from any country that you have ever experienced skirmishes or violence or crazy things about civil war, comment in the comment section so that you teach Kenyans how stupid that is. Okay. Kenya has been a peaceful country for a very long time. That's why it has been able to be stable for this so long. Like Muslims, even what happened yesterday in Kibra. I've done a vlog about Kibra. Go and check. There's the biggest slum in Africa. There's a mosque that was burnt yesterday, and in retaliation, the Muslims went and burnt, a church. That's crazy. And we have been living, in peace for this long. Like, take here. This is the church here. What are you seeing here next? Opposite directly, that is a mosque. Even you can see the prayer call right now. That is a mosque in Westlands, Nairobi, Kenya, the capital of Africa. This is a church here. A very big church in Kenya. This is a very big mosque. Opposite, living in peace. But just because of stupidity that we have chose as a people, we are fighting against each other. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. We are supposed to be right now, enjoying the views of this beautiful country. Like yesterday in Nairobi CBD, it was all packed with police, with, canisters. Talk about the tear gases. Talk about those, what are those police vehicles splashing water? I don't know. That was crazy. Even thugs with ambulance, imagine. Inside there are robbers with guns and machetes, wanting to attract civilians. Imagine. And escorted by the police. That's crazy, man. This is anarchy. I can tell you, this is anarchy. That's crazy, but just know this is anarchy. Maybe I don't know how to express this better, but this is anarchy. This expressway, the one you're seeing up there, that's the expressway leading you from Westland. So that's the first entrance. Immediately when we entered, you could see Westland entrance all the way to the airport. So the building you're seeing there, that is Microsoft. Of course, everybody knows Microsoft. A good number of you know Microsoft. So you can imagine those multinational organizations, if they will be willing, to continue investing in Kenya when we have got this violence, this stupidity, man. And right now, another funny thing is that the president of Kenya right now is in Germany, actually going to convince investors to come and invest in Kenya. At the same time, he has not sorted the issue of insecurity in his country. That's crazy. That's crazy. Remove opposition or remove government alone. Now let's talk as Kenya to Kenyans, yeah? Right? Or Africa to Africans. Let's talk as brothers and sisters. Brother to brother, sister to sister, whatever you want to call it. What is happening in the country? Are you comfortable right now? Talk to me. Prices of things, are you comfortable with that? Talk of that. Let's talk about unemployment issue right now in the country. Are you okay with that? Now, we're not going political. We just want to talk and come together and say, now, what can we do? What can we do? Because we cannot live in an environment of blame game forever. You're allowed to blame someone, but not forever. You must act on it. You must take a step, and a step to it is not creating divisions among, the citizens, but trying and looking at a suitable way, economical way, trying to derive solutions on which is going to help the common citizens. Maybe I'm not making sense. Maybe tell me in the comment sections that I need to know. So in Nairobi still, as you can see, it's rush hour right now. The traffic is building up, so people, others are going to work, others are going home, others are, it's a very busy city. It's Nairobi 24/7. I've done a video about, Nairobi in the midnight. You can see actually people working hard even at midnight to ensure they bring something on the table. So that's how it is, man. So imagine, man, right now we could be doing vlogs. Maybe if you have not checked my vlogs in Rwanda, go check the videos in Rwanda so that you understand what these people had to put, the efforts they had to put to be where they are right now as compared to 30 years ago when they had genocide in their country. Go check the videos in Tanzania, working hard every day. Go check the videos in Uganda, still a little problems here and there, but they're progressing each day. Man, go check, the videos I've done the Somali community and how they have impacted the Kenyan economy. We can't bring that down. And right now how they're building Somalia. Go check videos for, Brownie Carol 254, man. We have done a video together. Go check our videos in Somalia. The lady did an amazing job in Somalia. Brought to you beautiful videos about Somalia, Somaliland, everything about Mogadishu that you can ever think, and other parts of Somalia. You go check them. So go check what effort that is needed to rebuild a country. I need you guys to go check that, because it's very crazy right now, man. I don't know even what to talk more. Still in Nairobi. We have used this road before. I know you guys, you're quite conversant with this road, and because most of the time in the morning it's actually a little bit darker, but now it is you can see well. That is Parking Hotel. Next to it is One Africa, then Oracle, and this building. That's where opposite, immediately, like a little bit opposite to One Africa, is where I met I Am Marwa the other day, and we did a video. Even not watch the video we did with I Am Marwa, go check in my video. Just scroll like a few days ago, you see those videos with I Am Marwa that she did with Mtala the Voice. For the people watching for the first time, my name is Mtala the Voice. I do travel vlogs. Go check my videos in different countries and have amazing, beautiful stories about Nairobi. If you don't know Nairobi, I've done extensive videos about Nairobi. Every part of Nairobi I've been there, so go check my videos. But for now, I had a concern, and I say, let me go outside the topic that we're used to and just talk a little bit about Africa. Africa is our mother. Africa is our father. Africa is our everything. And Kenya is part of Africa. And as in the process of trying to see how Africans should come together, we go to the dynamics even to Kenya parts, and to ensure that we don't get ourselves dissolved or get ourselves into this stupidity of tribal issues, but instead focus on how we're going to build Africa to be a superpower and to be as a people that speak with one voice. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm headed this way, and that's close to Karuna Road, next to Sarit Center. But for now, I think that shall be the end today. My name is Mtala the Voice. Have a good time.